athlete points to be out of the tournament. And your players on that team are Jim Watkins, Linda Ambrosi, I'm sorry, Madison Bond, and Tina Parker. Chuck with the North Illinois, just have a nice uniform. And their opponent this year, coming out of the one-loss side, out of the Apache Amusement in Texas, we have the team Mike Button. This team has one loss, so they would have to win 2 matches to be this year's champ. Your players are Kawania Watson. You got it right. Linda Garza, Megan Harden, Renee Denton, and Sophia Lopez. Let's butt up out of Texas. You girls are going to start your match.
Alrighty, and good morning, everybody. So a little bit of an intro. So we have the ladies intermediate 8-ball teams. This is it. This is the final. We are back live for your VNEA Whirlpool Championships here in Las Vegas, Nevada. The unfortunate side is Ben's running perhaps just a little bit late this morning, and I've got to play at 10 o'clock. So I am going to mute the commentary. I've got to go run, get ready for that match. And as soon as Ben gets on, we will have commentary back again. So I apologize for that, but we figured we would give you the coverage of it anyway. And so we appreciate you tuning in. I will be right back as soon as Ben is back.
All right, good morning, everyone. We're back live at the 2022 VNEA World Pool Championships. We're at the Westgate Resort and Casino in the beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. And we got a great match this morning. Ladies intermediate 8-ball teams. And we are following along with the Facebook and the YouTube chat. So feel free to comment along with either or. Happy to answer any questions you might have about the format or the tournament and all that fun stuff. Let me just get these comments loaded up here. The brackets are on CompuSport under the VNEA Las Vegas 2022 heading. And it looks like these ladies are pretty deep through the draw. Let's take a look at the bracket here. Team Shut the Door from Illinois versus Like Butter from Texas. And we'll see the Illinois girls have team shirts, black team shirts. And the other team has sort of mixed shirts. Let me just take a look at this bracket. Intermediate women's 8-ball teams. This is the winner side final. Correction. This is the final. So Like Butter will have to beat Team Shut the Door twice in order to win this tournament. Let me just see. Just having a internet problem by the looks of it here. Won't sign me into the Wi-Fi. And as the question on the YouTube refers to, how do we watch the men's Masters match? We can't. But we will have the final up on here for sure. That's scheduled for 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And just bear with me for a moment here while I load up these comments. I'm going to put the stream link into the brackets, if it isn't already. Cool new addition to CompuSport is we can now enter the stream link into the bracket. So when you search up the brackets and you find the match you want to see, it'll have a little live stream tab there. You can click on it, it'll take you straight to the live stream. And apologies for my morning voice this morning. Day 9 of the tournament, and my voice has had enough talking. But I'll do my best here to chat it up with you all. Okay, looks like I've got the Wi-Fi, so I can follow along with the Facebook and the YouTube chat. We watch on a couple of tablets on the side to follow the chat, as well as make sure the stream is running smoothly. And Diane, will the men's final be live streamed? They're on tables 3 and 4. It's not the final. That's not the final over there. They're playing to get to the final. and it will not be live streamed. It looks like they haven't started yet. Gord Care on the Facebook says, "Good morning, Ben. Glad you finally got there. Did you party too much with the boys last night?" Actually didn't party at all. Looks like a 10-5 for Shut the Door over there. And I was actually 5 minutes early for this match, but they decided to start early. So as a streamer, that's a real pain in the rear end, because it's not easy to cover all these matches. So you try to just make it on time when you can, you know. It's not easy to get up that early 9 days in a row, try to get breakfast, try to make it down here. It's quite a long walk too, waiting for the elevators and whatnot. Grant's team is playing the Resurrection. Not sure if Grant led you all in this morning or not, but he is playing the Resurrection teams, chasing that Charlie. Derek Murray wants to know, are women's team still 5-person, or do they only have 4? These are 4 players per team. 4 players per team. I just want to make sure. Well, it looks like they've played 2 games, so I'm just going to check the score quick. Nope, incorrect. This is still games 2 and 3. So you'll see on the right side of your scoreboard there, I'm changing the numbers. That refers to what games are currently in play. So these ladies will play a possible 16 games, total points best of. Each point is worth 1 ball. Each ball is worth 1 point, rather. The 8 is worth 3, so the winner of each game will get 10. The loser will get 1 point for each ball they have down. We'll total up all the points. When one team can mathematically no longer come back, the match will be over. And we'll see team like Butta sort of has the mixed black shirts. Black and red, we'll say. Team Shut the Door has the all black shirts with the white writing on the back. Illinois versus Texas for the ladies intermediate 8-ball teams title. And Gord Care, looks like the guys on table 3-4 have just begun. So I'll try to keep an eye on what's happening over there, of course, as we play the winner of that match. The Winnipeg team needs to beat the Colorado team twice in order to reach the final. And Gord, yeah, we're hoping it's gold versus silver too. Of course, we're rooting on the Canadian boys. Good morning, Jonathan Dabbs. And good morning to everyone else. If you're just tuning in, do me a favor, click that share button. We got lots of real great matches today, a couple of finals. 2 more days left in the tournament. It's winding down. If you're still playing, that is a real good sign. Hui used to always say, if they're taking down tables, we're right where we want to be. 3 teams left in the men's masters. Desiree Church on the Facebook says, please stream table 3-4. So the thing is, we don't request certain matches to be streamed. We let the tournament directors do their job, and they do a fantastic job at that. And what they try to do is really showcase finals, make sure finals are on the stream. So because the men's masters is only in the semi-final, they wanted to make sure that this match is up, which is the final. Welcome Wayne Stubbs from Australia. Looks like the 8-ball over here, they are patching the pocket in this too. That's the first that we've seen. The patch. So you need to move that little white coaster over near the pocket where you're shooting the 8-ball in, otherwise it doesn't count. The patch, they call it. 10-6 for shut the door. Great try on the bank shot over there. Tough little shot. So this game gets us to games 3 and 4. And just while the player on the right is taking a moment, make sure you get in on this viewer advantage sweepstakes. Not many entries, so the odds are real good, and 2 chances to win this time around. First ticket drawn will get their choice of one of those beautiful Jacoby custom cues. Second ticket drawn will get the remaining cue. Good morning, Warren Saffel on the Facebook, and good morning to everyone else. If you're just tuning in, this is Ben Francis on the mic. We're at the 2022 VNEA World Pool Championships. It's day 9, folks. Day 9, it's moving day, they call it. Well, looks like a couple of nice outs for the Manitoba team to start off their morning. Over on table 3-4. Josh Hopkins on the Facebook. No problem, sir. Glad that you are all enjoying the tournament so far. 9 days of non-stop action. The VNEA is such a fantastic tournament. They do such a great job down here. Pool players paradise. They make it the ultimate player experience. Leon, update on games or tables 3 and 4. Looks like Winnipeg boys ran out the first 2 racks. Broke and ran. That's how you want to start your morning. They do need to pull off the double dip over there to get to the final. My apologies for the muted mic there, everyone. Just figure you guys don't want to hear me slurping on my water. Warren Saffel says, this day used to be the start of the big board in the Open. Is it still like that? No. No, I believe the big board started yesterday morning, or possibly even the morning before. So on our schedule today, it looks like we have this match, the ladies intermediate 8-ball teams, Illinois taking on Texas in the final. And then later on today, we're going to have the men's masters final at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Followed by, we should have tomorrow a whole bunch of open teams playing near the finals, semifinals and finals. Morning, Joanne Campbell in the Facebook. It is morning in Vegas. Little after 9 a.m. I hurried my butt down here to get here for 9 a.m. and these ladies started 5 minutes before. And as Gord says there on the Facebook, thank you, sir. That is one way you can show us your support here if you like what we do at Q Sports Live. Also, the only other things we ever ask with these free streams is that you share them and that you like and follow our Facebook, subscribe on our YouTube. The unwritten rule of free streams, share it up. Looks like a little containing safety on the right-hand table, and she did not bad. She's left a real tough shot. Like Butta coming from the B side, looking at pulling off the double dip to take home the title for Texas. Shut the Door is undefeated. And if you would like to follow along with the brackets, they're on CompuSport under the VNEA Las Vegas 2022 heading. Both teams must be playing real good to get to this spot. And look at that on the left table. That looks like a 10-0 for Shut the Door. That is a big old 10-0. How you like that to start your day in the final? That gets us to games 4 and 5. End of the first round, start of the second round. Only a 19-point lead, but it is a shorter format. Oh, looks like a 10-3 for Like Butta. Getting it back right away. So while these ladies are racking, I'll show you our schedule of events, give you an idea what the VNEA looks like. A little update for the Winnipeg fans. Looks like Cornell ran out too, so I think they ran the first 3 racks in that match. Yeah, first time seeing the patch in this tournament. Definitely a preference thing. I tend to find at the higher levels you see it less. And my opinion on it is, why would you patch the 8? Why not patch all of the balls then? Format, Pat, it is best of 16 games total points. So each ball is worth 1 point. The 8's worth 3. Winner of each game will get 10. The loser will get 1 point for each ball they have. And these ladies will play a possible 16 games. We'll add up all the points. When one team can mathematically no longer come back, the match will be over. And let me just change the title there. I see it says Ladies Int 8-ball teams, but that's not what this division is called. It's not called ladies, it's called women's. So maybe Grant was just as tired as me this morning. should fix it right there. All right. And of course, we're going to get some questions about the patch for sure. I'm not really sure why they're using it, to be brutally honest. I really don't think it's necessary. Because in these rules, it is call ball and call pocket, but you do have to call every shot. But you don't need to call obvious shots. So I don't see how the 8 is any different than any other ball. But it is a tournament rule to use the patch. It's just that most players do not use it. And there is a little spot on the score sheet where you can sign to agree to not use it. Both players or teams can sign. Good morning, David Wilson on the Facebook. Mr. Q Works on the YouTube says, you guys going to come to the Veterans Tournament this year? We're going to try. Absolutely. I was just talking to Alex a couple of weeks ago, trying to figure out some small details. So pretty wide open table on the right there. And you'll notice team like Butta, they sort of have the red and black shirts. Team Shut the Door from Illinois, they have these black shirts with white writing on them. So hopefully that'll give us an idea who's on which team. And yeah, that's right, Pat. It's the same. It's on every table at the start of the tournament, and then they slowly disappear. Joey Horn wants to know, stay down playing at 11:30 Pacific Standard Time or Mountain Standard Time. I'm not sure. I'd have to look at the bracket, Joey, which I will do since I have it open right here. Brackets are on CompuSport under the VNEA Las Vegas 2022 heading. So let's see, women's teams. Gotta be the final, stay down, playing here at 11:30 Pacific Standard Time. That's gonna be the final of the Ladies Masters. 8-ball teams. Team stay down, needing to pull off the double dip as well. Oh, Gord Care. No, you have that incorrect, sir. Maybe you'd like to delete that comment and rewrite it, as I'm sure those ladies wouldn't like to have that. Saying that the Ashton Twins Classic is at the leather pocket. It is not at the leather pocket. It is at the hidden spot. So my suggestion to you, Gord, so the ladies don't get mad at you, is delete your comment. Or I can delete it for you, then you can rewrite it. But I always plug any players. I like to plug their pool rooms. If they do lessons, I like to plug that. If they're fantastic players, I like to let everybody know it. So, of course, when those ladies arrive on this table in the final, I'll make sure I'm plugging their room, their event, and let everybody know how legendary they are. They're some of the best women players in the world. Sounds good. Mr. Q Works on the YouTube for sure. Send us a message. Anybody else looking for streaming services, want to have us cover your event, just send us a message or an email. Our email is qsportslive@gmail.com. Oh, that 8-ball turned a little, but it went in off the ball. Could see it turn a bit. That's a 10-1 for Shut the Door. That gets us to games 5 and 6. I don't see it corrected on my end. And no problem, Gord. You just got to be careful that you get your facts correct on those ones. Otherwise, some people will be a little upset if you're plugging the wrong pool room. Don't want to be doing that. So I deleted your comment for you, Gord, if you want to rewrite it. On my end, it still said the wrong pool room, so. Oh, changed. Well, I just deleted it anyway. It's okay. Not the end of the world. If you want to rewrite it, feel free. There's no way for me to refresh my screen and keep up with all the comments on here. Good morning, Mike Sundstrom. The Ashton twins are still in it. They're going to be playing in the Masters final. Coming up next, right here, 11:30 Pacific Standard Time, assuming that this match doesn't go to a second set, which would run over that time slot. That is correct, Diane Vaughn. The men's Masters semi-final is going on table 3 and 4, not the final. Not the final, not to be confused with the final. They always try to put the final on the stream tables, so that's why we're seeing women's intermediate. They're playing the final. It's Illinois taking on Texas. Texas got to do the double dip, got to win 2 in order to take home this title. Peter Robertson tuning in. Welcome, sir. Oh, good shot on table 2. We're streaming tables 1 and 2. We got table 1 on the right, table 2 on the left. And she made a real nice shot there to chip out that stripe. She's got one more ball to get on before the 8. So how does she get on that last one? She's got to come back across through that window. Oh, and she almost got there. Real good effort. Tough shot. It looks like they're setting up the banquet room behind me in one of the main conference centers. Setting up the stage, setting up the tables for the teams. That will be a great time, and we'll be giving you guys some coverage of that as well. So it looks like on the left, she's going to have to kick at that ball. She'll have to try to kick off the left side rail and pot it in the bottom right. Watch this lady on the right-hand table play in a match before, and she played fantastic. Seems to be very talented. Yeah, no problem, Lori. We actually don't choose which matches get streamed over here. We tend to think if we're requesting matches, then it will be sort of seen as a little biased sometimes. So we just let the tournament directors do their job, and they do a fantastic job. They make sure we have lots of great matches over here, always the finals. So ball in hand on the left table there. Looking for a 10-6 win. 3 balls and the 8. She need a bigger bounce there. I think she wanted more angle. Now she's going to have to lay up underneath that last solid, which is going to be okay. Just a little bit tougher. Yeah, David Wilson, who's a sniper on table 1. Let me just pull up the team names here. Let me just pull up the teams. The sniper on table 1 is Madison Bond. Watched her play in the last match. She played real good. Watching her play here, she's running out again. She had 10-0 the last game. So I guess it goes without saying that Madison Bond's nickname needs to be 007, correct? Which is a pretty cool one. I'm not going to lie. All she does is run out. That's a 10-0 again. Back-to-back 10-0s. How good is that to start a final? Unbelievable pool on table 1 over there. That gets us to game 6 and 7. With team shut the door, opening up the lead a little bit. These ladies from Illinois, they came to play. They're undefeated through this field. What a shot on the left-hand table there. What a fantastic shot that was. Used the 8 to cover the solid. She's got her opponent kicking at the ball. Looks like we got the Colorado team at both tables on tables 3 and 4 in the men's semifinal. I sure can put up the raffle ad again as soon as the lady on the right-hand table breaks. Here it is, the viewer advantage sweepstakes. Not a raffle, not to be confused with a raffle. We do not do raffles here at Q Sports Live. There are some legalities around doing those, so it is the viewer advantage sweepstakes. Make sure you get in it to win it. The draw will be tomorrow around the conclusion of play. We'll do the draw live on the stream. And we're going to find 2 lucky winners this time. 2 times. And good morning. Good question on the YouTube. And for everyone else just tuning in, we're at the 2022 World Pool Championships VNEA. Playing at the Westgate Resort and Casino. Gord Kerr wants to know if I can check on the men's score. It's quite far away, Gord. I'm not sure you've seen the setup at these tournaments. But I'm at the stream booth with a microphone on my head streaming this match. So it wouldn't be a good look to go check their score. I'm sure the ladies wouldn't appreciate that. But I can try to keep an eye on who's shooting and whatnot. It looks like Tony P just missed the 8 ball. Could be a big one. Oh, and the Colorado player missed a ball on the other table too. So I can tell you that much, Gord. One ball on the 8 on table 2 to try to cut into this lead a little bit for Like Butta. Gord saw the setup when we did the walk around. Yeah, it would be, I just feel it would be a little bit rude to stand up and go look at their score like I'm totally disinterested in this match or something. It would not be a good look, sir. Oh, she came up a little short of ideal position on this 8, but she should be okay. We'll see her walk around, place the patch over that side pocket. And Mr. Q works on the YouTube. Absolutely, pal. We'll get back to you right away. Grant's over playing his first team resurrection match, so he'll be over later on today. Hopefully he'll be in to do the commentary for the final of the men's masters at 5 p.m. Because I'm playing, I won't be able to do it. Looks like a 10-6 for Like Butta. That brings us to games 7 and 8. And yeah, exactly, Gord. Need a runner, statistician, helper. We need a lot of things. We need a lot of help. I'm not gonna lie. This is a big job to try to do with just Grant and I, and we're both playing. It's not easy. Good effort on the bank shot there on the right-hand table. So we got a 27-point lead for Shut the Door. Just about halfway through this match. These two games, the last two games in the first half. And Gord says, what, you can't do two jobs? That's the thing about my life, Gord, is I have about 5 jobs. And I'm constantly juggling them all. The most important one being a dad. That's my most important job. And let me say, I'm missing home a little bit. 2 more days left in the event. Sunday, we'll be hitting the road, driving back to Calgary. Gonna make a pit stop somewhere halfway, get a little hotel for the night, stretch out, get a nice sleep. Continue the drive in the daylight. Should be home Monday evening. Should be home Monday evening. The long trek back home, 20-hour drive. Well, cue balls found a scratch over there on the right-hand table. And Josh Hopkins, good question on the Facebook, says just bought a couple of tickets for the draw. We don't have to be present for it, correct? You'll notify us if we won? Absolutely. That is absolutely correct. We'll also do the draw on the live stream so you can tune in and watch it. If you can't watch it live, you can always go back and watch it. All our videos stay archived on our Facebook and YouTube pages. If you're just tuning in, we got another match after this one scheduled for 11:30 Pacific Standard Time. That's in the women's Masters 8-ball teams. We've got a team from my hometown, Calgary, Alberta. Team Stay Down, the Ashton Twins. They have to pull off a double dip in that final. That's what we refer to as winning 2 sets. Robert Fisher wants to know, is the hometown for these teams known? The home state is. The home state sure is. Sometimes the issue at these tournaments is that they might not all be from the same town, city, hamlet, or whatnot. Sometimes players travel to get their weeks in with a certain team. Tina knows. Thank you, Tina Scott. Good shot on table 2. Looks like pretty good opportunity over there to put up a win for Shut the Door. Trying to close out this final. And San Antonio, Texas is the other team. Trey Copeland wants to know what time we played today. It's scheduled for 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And Gord wants to know if I'm going to play in the Westerns June 29th to July 3rd. I'm going to go out on a limb and say no. I don't think so. That's at a very odd time this year. We're going to be super busy. Super busy leading up to the Canada Open. And that's right at the start of summer break for my boy, so I do tend to put in a lot of work during the summers. So I'm really wishing they'd picked different dates for that tournament. Patrick Neal in the YouTube. Good morning, sir. Billy Ricker wants an update on the Come Get Some match. So I'm assuming that this match will most likely finish before that match. And I'll head over there and do a score check before I turn off the stream. Peter Robertson wants to know what the weather's like over here. It's blazing hot. Typical Vegas heat. Okay, 10-4 for Shut the Door over there. Looking at shutting the door on this tournament. They have built a pretty good lead, 33 points the lead. And a little over halfway through this match now. Rob Boone wants to know if I'm keeping track of the men's Masters match on 3-4. I've kind of just been watching a little out of the corner of my eye. I've seen the Winnipeg team running out quite a bit. But both teams look to be kind of trading blows. Kevin Beamer Beavis in the Facebook says, watching the stream brings up the memory of his son and I playing side by side in 2019 when they won was awesome for him. Kevin, I remember it like it was yesterday too. What an epic moment. What an epic moment. All right, my dad in there cheering us on. They're going to have a little viewing party at Leather Pocket, sounds like. Sounds like a little gathering to cheer on the one more time, the four-peat, the pandemic four-peat. It's like a 10-7 over there for Like Butta. Cutting into that lead a little bit. Cold over in Australia, says Peter. That's no good. Rob Boone wants to know, can I use the other camera to pan over to the men's Masters semifinal when this match is done? I can probably do that, sir. I can probably do that, but I'd have to leave it running with no commentary and no score for a few moments at least. Mike N on the YouTube. The other team Like Butta, is from San Antonio. Well, let's see if 007 on table 2 can run out again. She's got 2 10-0s to start the match. And Sarah Schmidt, I don't think it's that they don't want to watch the women play. I think it's that they want to cheer on their hometown boys. I don't think it's anything personal. Everybody has the fans they want to watch. That's the way it goes. Looks like a dry break on the right-hand table, and we got the first missed ball from the lady on the left. First time she missed so far. Pretty wide open table on the right there. These ladies are from San Antonio. Scott Jones in the Facebook chat. Illinois taking on Texas in the women's intermediate 8-ball teams final. Richie Miller wants to know, will Break Room 1 game with Tanner Pruitt be streamed today? I'm not sure, Richie. You have to follow along with the CompuSport brackets and see if they schedule it on tables 1 and 2. Usually they're pretty good with putting the finals and whatnot on the stream tables. On the right-hand table there, possibly eyeing up the stripe near the top left. I think that would be one of 2 problems on this table. I hear what Sandra Williamson is saying. She says the summer heat in Australia would melt her. The summer heat here in Vegas always melts me. It's way too hot here. Tanner's on tables 7 and 8 right now, and 3 and 4 later. He's not on 7 and 8 right now. There's some ladies playing over there. There's a women's match happening on 7 and 8, so not sure where Tanner's team is located right now. Well, their next match. A scratch on the right-hand table is going to shut the door up and trying to close out this match. Not too many games left for Like Butter to try to pull it off. And if you guys are just tuning in, make sure you click that share button. Lots for us today. We've got plenty of great matches. Minimum 3 finals by the looks of it. This one that we're watching now. And then we'll have the Women's Masters final, followed by the Men's Masters final. So lots of big prize money and gold Charlies being won today. Let's see what we got over here on the left. Looks like a scratch. Looks like a scratch. Oh no. Ball in hand on the stripes over there. There's David Wilson with the link to the brackets. I think we're going to have to make some new banners for the live stream that say where to find the live stream. It seems people can't locate it as easily as one would think. So maybe we can up our game a little bit there. That's another note I'll have to make for this tournament. Making lots of notes, always trying to improve. And we got plenty of great plans for this event next year. So it's pretty quiet in this finals dome this morning. That might be why you hear me not talking quite as much. The other factor being I am starting to lose my voice quite a bit. It's probably a mixture of 9 days doing commentary as well as the air conditioning. It does start to get to me after a while. Nice little stun shot there to stay on the 9 ball, but 2 straight in. I think she needed to roll that last ball and get some angle on this 9. Now she's going to have a real rough time trying to get to the 8. Does it maybe go in off the 3? Is that maybe a shot? Just stop your cue ball here from the 9 and play the 8 in off the 3 into the bottom right. Might be what she has to do. I'm sure she's too straight to get around it to shoot the 8 in the same pocket. Oh, she had lots of angle into the rail. She could have maybe forced it going forward around off a couple of rails. Just calling the referee over here on the right side just to make sure. Jonathan Amo says, like to hear a story why BPQ all in forfeit last night for 4th place in intermediate division. Not sure. It's the first time hearing of it. It's the first I'm hearing of it. Oh, a great shot there to pot the ball, but didn't do herself any favors with the cue ball. Rolled right up behind the solid, and now she's going to be kicking at this 8 ball real tough. The referee's probably just going to hang out for a minute. He's got another call to make. Well, it looks like maybe we have somebody updating scores. Somebody updating scores over there, so it looks like all guns blazing, and Come Get Some. The score is 67-30 for Come Get Some. And it's the regular women's 8-ball teams final that's playing on tables 7 and 8. Rumors Hustle leading Team Hooker by a score of 46-27. Yeah, Gord, we're not out here to be bashing refs, man. Take it easy. VNEA does a great job with these referees. They're all certified referees. They do a fantastic job. It's a very long tournament. A lot of hours reffing a lot of shots. And it's a pretty thankless job. It's something you couldn't pay me enough to do. Oh no. Naomi says the team had to fly home due to an emergency illness. That's super unfortunate. Two rail, 3 rail kick to hit the 9, but you do need to get a rail after contact in this game. Oh no, she's misplayed shape on this 8, although the bank might be pretty dead from there. It's not too bad. And Derek Murray, that is good advice. Anybody out there that read Derek Murray's comment on the Facebook, that is solid advice, sir. As soon as you call a ref over, just no need to even look. Let the ref make the call. Richie Miller wants to know, is tables 3-4 streamed? They are not, but looks like somebody was doing a little score updating. Although I'm not sure where he's went now. But the score was 67-30 for Come Get Some. You'd have to think she'll make this 8-ball. Team like Butta remembers the patch, very key. If you forget to patch, it doesn't count. Richie Miller wants to watch Break Room 1 match. We don't decide what matches are streamed, and it's usually the finals that they make sure are on the stream table. So we have the Women's Masters team final coming up after this. They're scheduled for 11:30 Pacific Standard Time. Looks like a 10-7 for Like Butta over there. And I think the AC is starting to get the better of me. Had to mute my mic to sneeze. That's never a good sign. Gord Care says they should find a way on CompuSport where we can keep track of the scores. Yeah. I feel like he's on CompuSport somewhere there. So in between matches, I'm going to have to figure out how we can find that. Richie Miller, yeah, 2 years ago, if you sneeze, you clear out the room. That's right. Scare everybody. And Derek Murray says, Grant and I aren't going to be able to talk by the end of this. That's for sure. My voice is totally worn out. Day 9 of the tournament. I've streamed a ton of matches. So that'll be one reason you'll hear me a little quieter today. Another reason being it's pretty quiet in this finals arena. Everybody watching and being pretty respectful of the players. It's like a 10-7 for Shut the Door over on table 2. That gets us to games 11 and 12. So the end of the third round here, only these 2 games left in the third round. Team Shut the Door up 30 balls. 6 games to play. Like Butta's got to make their move if they want to pull off the double dip and take home this title. And I'm just going to flash up this viewer advantage poster quick while player on the right is deciding which shot to take next. Make sure you get in on this. We're going to do the draw tomorrow at the conclusion of play or around the conclusion. And we'll do the draw live on the stream. Going to have 2 lucky winners. Looks like they updated the score over there, so Come Get Some is now leading 88-57. Rumors Hustle in the regular women's 8-ball teams final. Rumors Hustle leading Team Hook Her 73-62. And we got 93-63 here with 6 games to play in this final. I love dubbing nicknames here when players play on the stream. The lady on the left, Madison Bond, will forever be known as 007. If that wasn't already your nickname. It looks like she's made a ball on the break. Just had a lady ask me if she could plug in her phone. Now she's eyeballing to see if we actually have a plug. Like if we let everybody come over here and plug in their phone, can you imagine? Can you imagine the insanity? This is way too big of a tournament for that. Way too big. I'm sure she's a little upset that I said no, but what are you gonna do, right? Good little safety over there. Smart shot on the right-hand table. That's what you want to do in these games. Make your opponent work. David Wilson, no, I didn't hear anything about that. David Wilson in the Facebook says an Alberta team scratched this, got points taken away in 2 games, knocking them out of the tournament. This is the first I'm hearing of this as well. All the drama. What an effort there. Super unlucky to scratch. And her opponent shows her the respect, goes over, gives her a little fist bump. Nice try. I like that. And Gord, I try to be a people pleaser, you know? Just want everybody to be happy. Oh, Sarah Schmidt, I saw that one. There was a video posted on another site about a lady who kept the cue ball out of the corner with her hand and then continued to shoot. Which is something that makes me absolutely sick to see. Absolutely sickened when that stuff happens. Such a beautiful game can be ruined really quick by poor sports. If you don't know how to lose in this game, you don't know how to miss, you came to the wrong game. That's for sure. And that's right, Derek Murray. I hope that lady's not too upset, but yeah. Maybe she can piece that together. If I let her, then I'm going to have people coming up all day. Can we plug in her phone? And also they'll come up later on to try to unplug it and unplug our camera or something, or kick the tripod, or a number of things. Oh no, stupid patch call by the sounds of it, says David Wilson. That's unfortunate. Another thing I hate to see is people stealing wins by silly rules like that. Yeah, charging station could be a good side hustle, says Dustin Shoemaker on the YouTube. Charging station. That's right, Gord Care. We're not pros, and all adults need to remember it's just a game. We're here just to have fun, right? So team shut the door from Illinois, looking at taking home this title. The Gold Charlie, the big check. Something super cool they do here at VNEA. They give you one of those big giant checks for the winner. I think that's super cool. Yeah, charging station for next year. Maybe we can do that. It wouldn't be too hard to do. Just need like an extra power bar sort of thing. And Jonathan, they do have that here at VNEA as well. You can sign the score sheet to agree to no patch. Another unfortunate scratch over on table 1. Give Shut the Door a chance to build on this lead, although a little tight to the work there. How do you get that huge check on a plane? They probably let you carry it. They probably let you take it as a carry-on, I would imagine. Thankfully, we're driving Gord, so I'll drive back with it. And Joey Horn, I said there is that option at this tournament. There is. They have a little spot on the score sheets where you can sign to not use the patch. Oh, she missed that solid over there, and that's a great chance for Like Butter to cut into this lead. Maybe make this comeback. One, and Beamer knows they let you take it on the plane. He got to take one back. It's a 10-6 for Like Butter. That brings us to games 12 and 13. Getting down near the end of it. Pat says if both teams don't agree to no patch, definitely a disadvantage to those that never use one, like there isn't enough to think about. Jonathan Amo says, when we won, we never had a match where we used the patch. We don't even discuss it, to be honest, in our division. It's just assumed that we don't use it. Nobody wants to use it, so. My point with the patch is that if you're going to patch the 8, you should patch every ball then, because you do have to call every shot. So what difference does it make if I'm shooting the 8 or the opening shot? Dustin Shoemaker on the YouTube, great question. Are you able to throw a team together and enter the tournament? You can, but you have to play together during the season. VNEA has some specific sanctioning rules, so if you head on over to their website, vnea.com, they have all the info there. But for sure, you can have a co-ed team in the men's division. Safety on table 2 indeed. Jammed it right in that stack there. That's a good shot. I think VNEA could maybe change that rule, but they've had it for so long. I think they do such a fantastic job here, and as I like to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And trust me, this tournament ain't broke. It ain't broke at all. This is the greatest tournament in the world by far. I'm a super fan of VNEA, and I always have been. I've been coming to this tournament since I was 18 years old. Just barely old enough in my province, so they let me qualify, come on down here and play the event. And I was hooked right away. Absolutely hooked right away. Something like 300 plus tables. It's like pool players' paradise, like summer camp for pool players. Team shut the door, looking at shutting the door. Only a few games left here to take home the title. We got Madison Bond on the left. She's been sniping in the balls in this match. I would fully expect her to come with it and try to close this one out. And there, Joey Horn has a good explanation in the Facebook chat there. And I'll read it to you all so the YouTube knows as well. It says, the team must be comprised of 2 original players from the league team, and all 2 members must play every round. The 3rd and 4th player may come from any team within the same charter holders league system. Oh, Joey, that whole explanation was for the tourney in Edmonton. Okay, scrap that. We're talking about Vegas, not Western Canadians. Scrap that whole last sentences. Paragraph, I should say. Good shot from Madison on table 2. 1 ball left in the 8. Can she roll this one in and then play the 8 in the top right? And what's the difference here? We got 26 points of difference with 4 games to play. If she can make those balls, that would be a 10-2. That would be a +8. The match would be over. If Madison can clean up the balls there, they win the title. It would be fitting that she would get to finish it after the way she started this match with 2 10-0s. Oh, she's come a little out of position on the 8 ball. Let me get this other camera ready. Can we back it out a little bit here? Looks like it doesn't want to back out too much, but I'll give you guys another view in a moment once they make the winning balls and start celebrating. Big moments here in this match. Oh, how fitting is that she snaps in the bank to seal it. That's it. They've done it. Team shut the door. Have they figured it out yet? Oh, they're all clapping, yeah. The ladies at the end were clapping. The tournament is over. Shut the door from Illinois. Taking home the title. I'm not 100% sure they've figured it out yet. Well, they have now. There goes the hugs. All right, guys. What a great match. What a fantastic finish. Madison Bond banking in the 8 to seal the deal. Congratulations to both teams. Like Butta taking home 2nd place. And a silver Charlie. No shame in that at all. They should be very happy, very proud. See if I can pan this over. For the hug. It's all about the winning hug, right?
We have our new women's intermediate athletes for 2022 from Illinois. Shut the door. Like butter. Congratulations, ladies.
What a fantastic tournament this is. Always gives me the butterflies, you know? Tears of joy coming out of these ladies. Awesome to see. I am going to turn the camera to 3 and 4 at the request of all the fans out there wanting to watch the Winnipeg boys. So let me just zoom in a little over here too. Do a little fancy camera work for you all. Let's see if we can't get a little view here, and I'll get a score update. And I'll be right back, everyone. So enjoy watching. I'll be back real quick. All right, so the score over here on this match is 114 to 87 for the Winnipeg boys. Come get some. And I think there's only about 8 or 9 games left. So getting down near the business end of that one. The Winnipeg team has to win twice. They have to beat the Colorado team twice in order to get to us in the final. The final in that division is scheduled for 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time here in Vegas. Pretty cool stuff. I love watching those wins. That's what it's all about, right? Who doesn't enjoy that? So exciting. I love this tournament. Derek Murray wants to know, does everything end tonight besides the Open? I believe so. To be honest, I haven't looked a ton at the other brackets. I did look to see when the Open ends, and it does end tomorrow. It looks like, let me just bring up the bracket here. It looks like they're in the A-side semi-finals over there in the Open. They have the A-side final scheduled for 5:30 this evening. And it looks like the final scheduled for 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. So the next official match on our live stream tables 1 and 2, is going to be Team Chop Suey taking on Team Stay Down. Team stay down will have to win twice there. Those ladies had such a great time. That was so much fun to watch. That is why I'm a super fan of VNEA for that stuff right there. Girl played unreal. Got the chance to bank in the winning 8. And that was so much fun to watch. Loved it. Go Winnipeg, they say. Uh-oh, cue ball's flying. Made it almost all the way to me. They launched it. So ball in hand for the Winnipeg team over there. That's a big game. Tony Piazza on the table nearest us. He's going to recognize that and know that he absolutely needs to run out. They are behind some points. And they're going to be behind some more with that ball in hand over there, most likely, you would think. David Wilson's going for Tim Horton, seeing as how we have a 1 hour break. Yeah, a little over 1 hour till the next match. The next feature matchup. Women's Masters 8-ball teams final. Steph Toy wants me to remind Grant to pick up banquet tickets. Do you have banquet tickets for us, Steph? I've been told to ask you. The boys are a little broke. Hopefully that's what you're referring to. I think one of the ladies from that winning team just said couple little words over the microphone, said, "Thank you, VNEA, for being amazing." Oh, they do such a great job. Can give you an update on the regular women's 8-ball teams final as well. Rumors Hustle leading 93-71, I believe, over there in that final. Steph Toy. Oh my goodness. It's not that they're broke, it's that they're cheap. They just don't want to pay for them. But we absolutely have to be at that banquet. Reppin' Southern Music League. We've been repping SML. The last couple of years, I've played SML my entire pool playing career since I was old enough to play in the leagues. Been super thankful that they've helped get me to VNEA lots of times. I would not be the player I am without them as well. So Tony with 2 balls left in the 8 over there on the table closest to us. If you're just tuning in, we're just watching a little bonus coverage here, a little side match. Arlene. We appreciate the feedback for sure. We do the best we can, and the feedback we've gotten for this two tables streaming stuff has been great. It seems that most people like it. Oh yeah, Sandra Williamson said it best. SML's come a long way with Steph at the helm. That's absolutely correct. Steph is doing a fantastic job running that league. Wes Bright wants to know who's playing in what division. This is the Men's Masters Team 8-ball semi-final. Colorado taking on Manitoba. Manitoba needing to win 2 sets in order to get to the final. A big 8-ball over there on the far table. Oh, and he smooths it in beautifully. That's a big win over there. And it looks like they've got a score update over there. 123 for Come Get Some, which is going to be 133 now, I believe. To 119, I think. For All Guns Blazing, getting down near the end of it there. Little bonus coverage going on here at the 2022 VNEA World Pool Championships. We just finished watching the intermediate ladies team final. Illinois taking home the title. Our next feature match on tables 1 and 2 will be the Women's Masters 8-ball teams final. Coming up 11:30 a.m., 11:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's the P I was looking for. Pacific Standard Time. What's with Come Get Some in close matches? Yeah, they know nothing else but close matches. Is that another scratch over there? Oh my. Oh my, that's a scratch over there on the far table. Manitoba with some possible chances to close it out. Isn't it Pacific Daylight Time? I believe it's called Pacific Standard Time. It could be wrong, Patrick Neal on the YouTube there. I've been known to have that happen once or twice. Brenda, the women's match was won by the Illinois team. They took it down over the Texas team. Shut the door. They are your women's intermediate 8-ball teams champions. They played fantastic. Put on a good show. Super fun to watch the celebrations at the end. I think that's my favorite part of all those matches. Nicole wants to know when the Women's Masters is. It's scheduled for 11:30 Pacific Time. How's that, Patrick Neal? Pacific Time. Yeah, they both did awesome, Brenda. You said it best. Both teams, fantastic performance. Certainly absolutely zero shame getting second place in these kind of fields. Never easily done. Is that a missed ball over there on that far table? It's going to bring Adam Cisneros up to try to do some damage for the Colorado team. Looks like they have the score as 133 to 118 now. Brenda, right now we are watching the men's Masters 8-ball team semifinal. The semifinals, Manitoba team taking on a Colorado team. Manitoba needing to win 2 sets in order to get to the final. And yeah, that's right. Sandra said it best. If we only streamed one table in these team events, you'd miss half the match. I know it can be a little tough to watch 2 tables at once. Tell me about it. I try to do it to keep the score. Not the easiest, but at least we don't miss anything, right? At least we get to watch the whole thing, and it gets super exciting down near the end of the matches. Super exciting to watch both tables and see it all unfold. Patrick Neal, we do the daylight saving time up in the frozen tundra, also known as Canada. Looks like the regular women's 8-ball teams final has come to a conclusion too. I believe Rumors Hustle has taken the title. Right now we're watching the men's Masters semifinal. The next feature matchup will be at 11:30 Pacific time on tables 1, 2 in the women's Masters team final. But I will hang out with you guys until this match is over. I will not turn the camera. Little bonus coverage here. Dustin Shoemaker says, "Come get some?" Question mark. That's the Manitoba team. Come get some. If that's what you're referring to. I'm not really sure what your comment is referring to there. Oh, I think he needs to kick this 8-ball in on the table, or kick the last stripe in on the table closest to us. Has he done it? It's got to be close. Super effort. Has he got a little bit safe there too? I think he has. I think the only play for Sean here is try to find a safe behind the 1, but you hate to do that when your opponent's ball is right near the hole. Well, Grant's resurrection match must be a grind. That's a tough one. First round resurrection to have a long, tough match. We know how much he loves 9 a.m. matches. Oh, the ladies on 7 and 8 were playing to get in the B-side final, just an FYI. Okay, so the person doing the score updates over there on the TV on the side had it titled incorrectly. But thank you, Serena. So a good safety pushes it all the way up table. That's a good save. And he's kind of contained the 8, so even if the Colorado player finds a way to kick this ball in, he's still got to find something to do with the 8. Gord Kerr says on the VNEA Masters list it has me out of BC and Alberta. I don't know how that would make any sense. I'm born and raised in Calgary. I've never been from BC. Brian Allen has a pretty general question. Is Michigan still in? What is their name? Brian, I'm not really sure, but I assume there were a couple of teams from Michigan in this tournament. Something like 600 teams. And the score, Aaron, we believe it's 133 to 118 for Come Get Some. I'll get VNEA to change that on that Masters list too. I don't need it saying I'm from BC. Geez, I'm an Alberta boy. So both Colorado players at the table, but table closest to us, he's trying to kick in this stripe that's down near this corner closest to us. Yeah, Derek Murray, that's never happening. But thank you. I think an important thing with nicknames too is you have to like it. You can't have people wandering around calling you something that you don't like. So I think that's super important. So whenever I dub people with nicknames, I always make sure they like it. I know a couple of my friends, we've had a few different nicknames, and they're like, I don't like that, stop calling me that. And we say, no problem. We'll come up with something better. Oh, David Harding was just on the phone with Blackjack. He says, say hi to you. Awesome. Question on the YouTube. Does anyone know the payout structure? So the payouts, the brackets, all the info you guys need there for them is on CompuSport under the VNEA Las Vegas 2022 heading. Yeah, if this goes to a second match, I'll be sad to miss it too. I'm hoping it ends at a reasonable time so I can go get something to eat and take a little break before the Women's Masters final coming up on the stream table. David wants to know if Clark's watching. I don't think he is. I haven't seen him in the comments yet anyway. Looks like the score, they have it marked as 136-128 now. Team Come Get Some. It looks like they're going to have another 4 points on this lead. So now they have it as 135-128. This will be 145 to 134, I believe. So I'm just going to put up our viewer advantage poster quick here. We're going to do the draw tomorrow. Make sure you get in on it. Not too many entries, so great odds there and 2 chances to win. Sandra says she'd be happy to go to Vegas next year and be the CSL errand girl. We could use some help for sure. Not just help, but good help. Good help is hard to find. It seemed the help we brought this tournament didn't really want to do anything. But that's all right. I'm a machine. I can handle it. It's not my first rodeo. Oh, Barb on the Facebook, thanks so much. We appreciate your support, Barb. We're gonna do it one more time for Hui. We know he's watching. We know he's with us. Oh, it looks like they've even got a score sheet up there on that little TV over there, so I can see how many games are left in this match as well. Looks like 8 games left. And it looks like Cornell just ran out 10-0. Yeah, Junior's playing real good. Another ERO for Junior. All that dude does is run racks. There's some gathering, like the match is maybe over. Oh, the match is over. Manitoba team wins the first set. Did they have the score not updated possibly? I think they're just trying to figure out how to get that live scoring up for the fans to see in the room. But I think that's it. It definitely is, because Tony's run out didn't matter. Nobody celebrated or nothing. So that's it for this match, folks. We will be back in about 40 minutes time with the next match is going to be the Masters women's 8-ball teams. And we're going to have Team Chop Suey taking on Team Stay Down. Team Stay Down needing to win twice in order to take home that title. So do me a big favor, and if you guys haven't already, like and follow our Facebook page, subscribe on our YouTube. And we appreciate you all tuning in. We will be back in about 40 minutes time. See you all soon.